Today's gist is turning the whole internet upside down. It's about two big names shaking the whole country again. Omoyele Sowore has been arrested once more, and at the same time, Nnamdi Kanu has done something nobody expected. He has sacked all his lawyers and said he will defend himself in court. My people, this one no small matter at all. And if you are watching right now, please help me like this video and subscribe so you don't miss updates as this matter they unfold. Now let's go deeper. Earlier today, things were calm around Abuja Federal High Court until tensions started building up. Sowore, who most of you already know, activist, journalist and founder of Sahara Reporters, came around the court area to attend proceedings and also show support for those asking for Nnamdi Kanu's release. But shortly after, police officers moved in and picked him up. They didn't waste time. They escorted him away quietly but firmly. Some eyewitnesses said the whole arrest looked like it was already planned. The police later said his arrest was linked to protest activities that allegedly disobeyed restriction orders. They said Sowore and others didn't get approval for the kind of gathering they were planning around the court. But supporters are calling it intimidation. They say this is another attempt to silence voices that speak against the system. And while that was happening outside, something even more shocking was happening inside that same courtroom. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, told the judge straight up that he no longer needs his lawyers. He said he's ready to handle his own defense by himself. People were surprised. Even his own team didn't see that coming. Kanu said he believes he can speak for himself better and that no one can represent his case more than him. Some people said it's bold, others said it's risky. But whatever you call it, it's a big statement. The judge then adjourned the matter to give him time to prepare. And that's how the court session ended. Now let's reason this thing together. Sowore being arrested again and Kanu defending himself. Both of them happening almost at the same time. It's like two storms meeting each other. And you know Nigeria, once these kinds of things happen, reactions start flying everywhere. People go on social media, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, everybody is talking about it. Some are shouting free Sowore, while others are saying Kanu for president. Please, if you're enjoying this gist, kindly like this video and subscribe because more of this kind of real updates will keep coming here. Let's talk about Sowore first. This man is not new to arrests. He has been in and out of custody several times because of protest and his political activism. He's known for challenging governments, calling out corruption, and pushing for reforms. Many young Nigerians see him as a voice of the people, but government agencies sometimes see him as someone who crosses the line. That's why every time he appears in public, especially near protest grounds, tension follows. His lawyers have already started making noise, saying he shouldn't have been arrested this time because he didn't commit any crime. One of his team members said Sowore only came to observe court proceedings, not to lead any protest. But the police say otherwise. They claim he was part of an unauthorized gathering that could lead to public disorder. So you see, both sides are holding their points. For now, the police haven't filed new charges, but they said investigations are ongoing. Some reports say he was taken to the Force Intelligence Response Team office and that his lawyers were later allowed to see him after pressure from the public. Now, while all that was going on, Kanu's decision to defend himself sent shockwaves through the courtroom. You know his case has dragged for long, since 2015, back and forth, between detention, bail, rearrest, and all that. And now, he says he's ready to stand alone. It's like he's tired of how things are moving. From what people inside the courtroom said, Kanu was calm but firm. He said, "I'll speak for myself." He told the judge that no lawyer can truly explain his struggle better than him. Some of his supporters clapped, others were silent. You can feel the tension. The judge had to calm the court and say everything must go according to legal procedure. Now imagine this, a terrorism case, and the accused person wants to represent himself. That's rare. It takes confidence or maybe frustration or maybe strategy. Because sometimes representing yourself gives you a chance to talk freely and make your voice heard directly without your lawyers filtering anything. But it's also risky because one wrong legal move can cost you a lot. Please, if you are watching and you like how I break down this news, kindly like this video and subscribe right now. It helps the channel grow and allows more people to hear these updates the right way. Now let's move to how people reacted. On social media, Nigerians are talking non-stop. Some are praising Kanu for his courage, calling him a freedom fighter who's not afraid of the system. Others are worried, saying he might make things harder for himself in court. For Sowore, many see his arrest as unfair. Human rights groups have already released statements asking for his release. Amnesty International and other civil rights bodies are keeping eyes on the case. Let's talk about the police angle. The FCT Police Command said they had to maintain order because some people were gathering without permission, and they feared it could turn violent. But those who were there said it was a peaceful crowd. No fight, no problem, until police started moving in. There are even videos online showing some officers pushing people away from the court entrance. Now, this same kind of thing keeps happening. Activists protesting, police reacting, people getting arrested, and then everything goes viral. It's almost a pattern now. But this time, because Sowore and Kanu's names are involved at once, the attention doubled immediately. Even international media are now picking up the gist. Reuters, BBC, Al Jazeera, everybody is talking about the tension in Nigeria again. They're watching how the government handles activists and how the courts treat high-profile cases like a Kanu's. My people, this matter go long. Because now, every move will be watched closely. Will the police release Sowore quickly? Will Kanu's self-defense work in his favor or against him? Will the court allow him to cross-examine witnesses himself? These are big questions we'll all be waiting to see answered. If you're still watching, don't forget to like this video right now and subscribe to the channel so when the next update drops, you'll be the first to catch it hot and clean. Now, let's reason the bigger picture. Both Sowore and Kanu represent two sides of Nigeria's struggle. Sowore fights from the angle of democracy and free speech. Kanu fights from the side of self-determination and regional justice. Both are controversial, but both gather massive support. Some people believe their arrests show that Nigeria still struggles with handling dissent. Others think their actions sometimes cross legal lines. But one thing is clear. Both men have influenced the political conversation deeply. Even ordinary Nigerians on the street are asking questions. Why Sowore again? Why now? Why would Kanu sack his lawyers now? People want answers, and that's why this gist keeps trending everywhere. Another thing that's making people talk is the timing. Both things happened on the same day, almost like a coordinated drama. You can imagine the pressure inside that court building. Outside, police are arresting Sowore. Inside, Kanu is challenging the whole system. Cameras everywhere, reporters rushing up and down, security trying to control the crowd. That's how chaotic it was. But behind all that noise, there's also real fear. Many protesters were reportedly detained earlier this week during the Free Nnamdi Kanu rally. Some families are saying they can't reach their loved ones. Human rights lawyers are already filing petitions asking for everyone to be accounted for. Please, if you're hearing me right now, pause small, like this video, and subscribe. It takes you just a second, but it helps this channel to keep bringing you these real updates straight from Nigeria. Now back to the matter. Analysts are saying this could be a turning point. For Kanu, his case could shift direction if he really represents himself well. For Sowore, his arrest could renew debates about freedom of speech. Remember, both of them have court history. Sowore had the Let's Have Revolution Now protests in 2019 that led to his arrest back then. Kanu's case has roots even deeper, from when IPOB was banned and he was first charged. So these are not small boys in the system. These are names that have history with the Nigerian government. Now, some legal experts have come out to say that what happened today will test the strength of Nigeria's judiciary again. They say every citizen, no matter who, has the right to fair trial and peaceful protest. And that includes both Sowore and Kanu. But here's the thing. Even though the Constitution guarantees these rights, implementation has always been where the wahala starts. So we'll see how the courts handle it this time. Let's pause and reason like Nigerians. How do we move from here? Because the country is already divided by opinions. Some people support the activists, some support the government. But one thing we can all agree on, Nigerians are tired of tension. People want peace, they want fairness, they want justice to be seen clearly. And if you're still watching this video till now, I really appreciate you. You're the real one. Please like this video and subscribe before we move forward because I want you to keep getting these updates direct. Now, word on the street is that Sowore's lawyers are preparing to challenge his arrest in court if he's not released soon. They said due process was not followed and that police should stop using intimidation against peaceful citizens. On the other side, the police command is insisting that nobody is above the law. So this is going to be another back and forth in the coming days. Meanwhile, in Kanu's case, his followers are already planning peaceful gatherings across the southeast to show support. Security agencies are aware and have started monitoring. So we might see more security presence in major cities. Even abroad, diaspora supporters of both men are reacting. Videos are popping up from London, Canada, and the US showing groups protesting or making statements online. So you see, the matter don't pass just Nigeria level. It's now international gist. And just to remind you again, if you haven't liked this video yet, do it now and subscribe because more updates like this are coming soon. Now let me tell you something else. Many Nigerians are also comparing Sowore and Kanu, saying they are both fighting for the same thing but from different angles. Some call them heroes, others call them troublemakers. But one thing everyone agrees on is that they are fearless. That's why their names always make headlines. Another part that makes this gist interesting is the public's reaction to the police actions. People are saying the police should be careful with how they handle protesters. They want peaceful handling, not force. Nobody wants to see tear gas or violence again because things are already tense across the country. Now, as the night falls, there's still no full clarity on Sowore's condition, though his lawyers say he's fine and that they've finally spoken with him. Supporters are already calling for candlelight vigils online and hashtags are trending again. You can check social media. You'll see ban free Sowore and saga Nnamdi Kanu everywhere. It's safe to say this is one of the most dramatic news days in recent times. Two major figures, two different cases, but the same symbol, resistance. And it's stories like this that make you realize how emotional politics can be in Nigeria. Before I wrap up this part, please like this video and subscribe right now. It's important because the next 24 hours will bring new updates and I'll be here to gist you everything that happens next